Wait, I have such a funny story about AOL. I feel like this is gonna get confusing. So I'm gonna say friend A, we'll call her A-chan. A-chan's family was really strict. And my friend B-chan, her family was not strict at all. And so A-chan's mom didn't really like B-chan and kind of judged her and like didn't like her whole family and stuff. So one day A-chan was on the family computer and she was on AOL Messenger and she's having a conversation with B-chan. And then her mom goes to use the computer and a message pops up from B-chan through AOL Messenger. But her mom doesn't know how this works. Like, she doesn't know what AOL Messenger is. She just doesn't know anything about this stuff and she just already hates B-chan. So she literally flips a gasket and is like, your friend B-chan has hacked into our computer. You're not allowed to be friends with her anymore. She's putting viruses on our computer. She's like calling B-chan's parents like, your daughter put a virus that hacked in my computer. And A-chan is like mortified. She's like, no, it's an application. That's not how that works. That didn't happen. So funny. Also, wait, I have another funny story about the same mom. Do you guys remember when people used to put ice in people's names on your phone so that, like, let's say you got in a car accident or if you passed out, then if somebody got your cell phone, this is before you could lock your cell phones. If somebody got your cell phone, they could go into your contacts, and if they saw someone with ICE, I-C-E, meant in case of emergency. So they would know to call that person. Yep, exactly, in case of emergency. And so my friend A-chan put her mom, like it said mom ICE. It said mom ICE. As in case of emergency. And then she left her phone around, and then her mom found the phone and saw that her name was saved as Mom Ice, and she thought that it was like a dig on her somehow. Like, she thought that A-chan was like calling her like an ice queen or something. Like, she thought it was like derogatory, and like flipped a gasket on her and was like yelling at her and telling her how bad her feelings were hurt. And A-chan was like, no, like literally it just means in case of emergency. Mom, it means in case of emergency. Dude. Moments like that make me really glad that I had my mom, who was not that crazy. I was in the privileged position of getting to just watch all of this from afar and laugh at how hilarious it was, but not actually having to deal with it. That's how you end up losing contact with your kids right there. She's still in contact with them. This is what I will say, is that she got married not that long ago. I couldn't go, unfortunately, but B-chan went to A-chan's wedding, and B-chan told me that her family, like, and her mom, like, ignored B-chan the entire time, like, would not say a word to her, would not even look at her. I was like, yo, like, they haven't seen you. Like, her mom has not seen B-chan in, like, a very long time. Okay, and she is still holding that grudge. I mean, imagine holding a grudge against, like, a child. Like, you just hold a grudge against a child. Now they're a grown adult, and you're just still holding grudges against them, especially considering, like, B-chan never did anything wrong. Like, she literally never did anything wrong. Her mom just didn't like her for some reason. Her mom didn't like me either, though. Oops. Yeah, she must have seen the evil in me. No, I was told that she didn't like me because A-chan always invited me over to her house, but I never really ever reciprocated, which was true, but like also woman. People have different living situations, and not all living situations are appropriate to have guests over at all times. So it just wasn't really possible for me to have people over. So it wasn't like I was being rude. It just, I just couldn't do it. So I don't know why she assumed that I just like actually hated A-chan and was like taking advantage of her. Like, I would have invited her over if I could have. Yeah, so she didn't like me. That's not enough of a reason to dislike someone. Also, not enough of a reason to dislike an actual child. I need an actual child. Fine then. Goodbye. Goodbye then. Goodbye forever.